Here we go. Okay, all right. I'm Kathy Hatem, Director of Communications for Enough is Enough, and I am pleased to have with me Dr. John Foubert, who just gave a fabulous presentation on the recent research he's done pertaining to pornography. And so, Dr. Foubert, I would like to ask you just a few questions to share with our audience some of your findings. A lot of us hear about pornography that it's simply harmless fun to view pornography. And what has your research shown toward that end?
Well, I've found that it's not just harmless fun, that there are many different areas of harm that's associated with pornography. It's directly connected to sexual violence, although not everyone who sees pornography is going to commit sexual violence. There is a strong connection there. And in particular, the research that I've done has shown that it tends to inhibit people from intervening as a bystander in situations that could turn into sexual assault. So in other words, the more someone sees pornography, the less likely they are to help someone who might be sexually assaulted. And there are other harms as well. There's some interesting new research that's found that the more lonely someone is, the more likely they are to view pornography, and then the pornography reinforces that loneliness. And so in a world where I think we need to be ever more connected, it's dividing us apart.
So clearly there's data to show otherwise.
Absolutely.
That it is not harmless. Tell us a little bit about the trends that you've seen through your research over the past decade.
Well, the kinds of trends that we're seeing is that pornography itself is getting much more violent, and that leads to more violence that people commit. I've also seen study after study showing more depression resulting from pornography use, and so that's one thing that I think will come up increasingly is rates of depression and how those are related to pornography.
And finally, along those lines, what is the average age of pornography consumption that we're seeing now among children?
The best research I've seen is that it's about age 11 when students are starting to look at pornography. There's some initial studies that are suggesting that that number is lower. I'm still waiting to read those studies to see if I think that they're valid, but I think it is safe to say age 11.
Wow, that's something. Well,
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your time and your presentation at this conference.
Absolutely, thank you.
You.